as a follow-up to one of my last recordings, especially talking about the help I needed. Yo, man, I just called this one part 2. But I mean, mainly what I needed, man, was to be respected, man. And also, like, as another, as an add-on to that statement and recording, is to be respected as a black man. Because I was getting on that, but somehow it was kind of like edited out of my recording. If you could listen to it and you can hear it, like it was edited out. It sounded like it. I mean, I don't know how that worked, but yeah, man. But I needed to be respected as a black man, and mainly, and that leads me to talk about, like, it's a whole lot of manipulation that was in society, man. So you had people that was saying unity and stuff, but then they was excusing, this racial hate crime I've been under. Because, this been a premeditated situation. You know what I'm saying? Well, my situation is different because, it's lasted over the course of numerous years. You know what I'm saying? Over 7 years straight. And the whole time, I've been the same as I am now. You know what I'm saying? I've been coerced and goaded, framed, staged, led into things by these satanic cults, that was artists that had used me before I knew. And then they did a whole lot of evil to my life without my knowledge. And, they exploited me, made mammon off me, without my permission. It was just a whole elaborate situation. But the whole situation, it was premeditated, including the constant, consistent violence that was on my life. It was premeditated. And you see a lot that was going on. A lot of people was like unity and stuff, but like no matter what was happening though with them, I was still getting attacked. You feel me? Like my life still it was like an ever-present racial hate crime on my life. Being intellectual way of being kidnapped, intellectual way of being held hostage. You know what I'm saying? For which there is no basis and there's absolutely no reason for it to be like that, other than my extraordinary talent, my literary talent. Then when you couple in that some of these people who also are, heads of these organizations and stuff, they were involved, they were witnessed, to be involved in larceny and things like that years ago already. And then they just follow over every year, just carry over. So I mean, like, yeah, I'm being held hostage by injustices and artists that fear my literary talent. You feel me? Just that simple. My impact for God greater than the impact for Satan. They've been attacking me like that. Then they also been, torturing my life, just every year, regardless of whatever circumstances I have or don't have. Like, it don't matter what I do. They always there. They've been running out all my time, degrade all my life, intentionally. They destroyed, they took chunks out my life that, they can't be replaced or repaired, you know what I'm saying? But then when all the dust settled, they're still here, right? Everybody looking right at it. Nothing changes. You feel me? And that's just the weirdest thing, I feel like, in history. You feel me? But I mean, it mostly was a racial situation. When you see people that was of my own race, that was, saying unity with people like that, what it boiled down to was envy. You feel me? It boiled down to jealousy. That's where the unity came in, the unity that was accepting Ellie, though. You feel me? The unity that was accepting my life, because my life was getting made money off of. You feel me? And just absolutely, my pain was being exploited for humiliation and worse, So, I mean, that's why my situation, was not getting esteem. It just was no interest in God, from nobody, I mean. It's what I know life to be. You feel me? So this been happening the whole time while the whole country watching. So the country showing that it's not under God and never will be of God, just by knowing and letting it jump happen for maybe decades. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's just like what I'm saying. They've been watching this happen the whole time, and a constant situation. I wanted to be respected as a black man, though, but the reason I ain't have too many black people that was like behind me, helping me, is because, like, I mean, it's people that did not know about the situation, but a lot of people who did know, and they knew about my potential, and my talent. Then a lot of people got envy of that, so they started joining people who, they joined forces with people that was jealous of me already. You feel me? That people that just did not want to see the purpose of God, to flourish through a person of my complexion and things like that. It's people that was really like that. And so the black people that joined in with it were just jealous of, another black man's extraordinary talent. So they joined forces with who was jealous, and then they said unity. And then they joined forces against God, just like the Bible prophesied they would. And that's where that came from. It confuses a lot of people, but that's the situation though. You got people, but I mean, what they did it's not a small situation. You know what I'm saying? This is a historic event. You know what I'm saying? It's like larger than life. It can't be trivialized ever. You know what I'm saying? Because who I am who I am, in God and for God. And, we can't never hide the fact that I've been doing God's will and work as an artist and influence, while the people that do Satan work and stuff, they don't, they get no kind of grief, for the same people, then that's showing you that they made their decision. You feel me? It ain't no reason for my life to be getting tortured, you know what I'm saying, while theirs not. And, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a constant self-fulfilling situation, But yeah, man, be respected as a black man, because life is a lot different, you know what I'm saying? And I realized why a lot of people were trying to even take like every part of my personality. They were trying to take everything from me, like not saying that they're trying to take it to use it, but they're trying to take it from me, like to strip me away from humanity and demoralize me, because they rejected me because of how they did me. Like certain people rejected me because of how bad they did me. You know what I'm saying? They rejected me for that reason. Nothing I did, but it's just because of how bad they had did me, and they've been doing me even before I was old enough to understand what was going on, because the blessing of God was found in my life. And some people really were trying to steal my identity and stuff. It's part of all this, and that's what was happening. You know what I'm saying? So people were trying to say they took away your black card and all that at one point in time. That's the reason why. It was just people that was jealous, not everybody. It was just certain people that was jealous of my talent, and so they joined forces with people who did not want God to be glorified, you know what I'm saying, anyway, from somebody like me anyway. So I got double teamed like that, you know what I'm saying? And that was a situation. And then it's a situation that's still on me to this very day. So it's like I just got no army. I mean, war been declared on me, but I ain't got no help, feel me? That was a situation, like I ain't had no help. But that's pretty much how it go, Hate crime. And so you see it like all the time, like every day. You see it get, you got these structures, injustices, they obsessed. And I mean, it's nobody in the world, they working for these artists. They working for these artists. The artists is paying them. Real talk, these artists is paying these people who harassing me. You know what I'm saying? These rappers that's already guilty of lying, larceny, attempted murders, coercions, racketeering, extortions, all this stuff I personally witnessed them do to my life. And then, I tell the whole world, but yet they're still allowed to do the same thing. They catcalling these people to do this. I mean, over time you lose your filter, you feel me? As you see clearly. I mean, it's been like a situation that, what else can you do? I mean, my stuff was not hidden, man. My stuff been visible the whole time. I've been a superstar since 14 already. You know what I mean? But if it wasn't for me, some other successful things wouldn't happen. You feel me? Of course, I've been on the scene, but I haven't been in that reality though that I'm being attacked and hunted with. So even at this very moment, man, they found a way to work themselves back in my life. Like, no matter what I do, where I go, they always trying to find a way to work themselves there for no reason, just to be there. To try to find some kind of way to antagonize me or incriminate me or do something like that, you know what I mean? And because they envious of my talent. And they know my impact for God could be like a lot greater than what it's been. And they anti-God, which is obvious. Their presence confirms that they anti-God.